When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Beavers will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense takes the field. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know.
Wide open, he makes the catch. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Oregon State Beavers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Beavers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
Yeah, if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Oregon State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Beavers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Aggie. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side considers a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab down the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Here's a heat. Complete to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Beavers line up to punt it away. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Aggies. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Aggies.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Oregon State, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
7 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
And the Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That one comes out hot down the right side. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Texas A&M, 56, Oregon State.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Off-play action on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression. And
he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys fly.
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies.
you just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They went 3 and out last time. it work. They'll move the tight end. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Beavers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Beavers will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And it'll be down right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Looking for space. It's Splayed. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
At midfield, he's got room. Oh, there's an alley to the left. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The give to the tailback. Now they got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, look out on the right. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Gets caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Beavers will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon, and because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive. There he goes. The 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He takes it at the 45. He's going to get loose. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Coming out with it, it's Moffitt. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And the Beavers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Pressure coming. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Buys a little time with his feet. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. Man down on the play as the officials take... Let him be checked out. Well, I think these guys have gone completely mental. They have lost their minds. The punt team is on the field, and they're in the red zone. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Moffitt. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To throw, it's Vick. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field it close to the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Got him downfield. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air. It's Vic. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. That's it, 5. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Callaway. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Working the middle. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, you've got to be a...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? They'll play it safe and try for 3. Dead center perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Going right to work up top. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Final play of the quarter coming. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He wants to change this route. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got his man downfield. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Looking to pass. It's Vic. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Throws for the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to beat Champ.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first.
Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Past the first down marker and still running. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. They're going to ride this running back.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. But a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The Beavers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll just down it right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Running back searching for a hole. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Snagged in the middle. It's Blade. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're facing a third down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Escapes trouble. Lets it go. Connection to the right. They make the stop, and the clock strikes zero, and that will do it for this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.